Imagine sitting across from a detective in a dimly lit room. The walls feel closer than they should. Every sound is louder. The scratching of a pen, the ticking of a clock, even your own heartbeat. Now imagine you are lying, and detective knows it. Not because of some fancy lie detector, but because of the way your body betrays you, the cracks in your story, and the tiny signals you don't even realize you are giving away. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of criminal interrogations, exploring the hidden cues, the psychological traps, and the subtle tells that give liars away. By the end of this video, you'll understand how investigators catch people lying without ever needing a polygraph. Section 1: Body Language and Behavior. The first battlefield in an interrogation is the body. Criminals often believe they can control their words, but their bodies speak louder. Detectives watch for shifting posture, crossed arms, and nervous hands. Some suspects pick at their clothes, touch their faces, or tap their feet under the table. Sometimes the signs are subtle, like a dry swallow, lips pressed too tightly together, or a nervous cough. Other times, it's exaggerated calmness. A guilty person might lean back, trying too hard to look relaxed, but the tension shows in their jaw or in the way their eyes dart in towards the door. Even silence is revealing. When an investigator lets the room go quiet, suspects often squirm, adjust themselves, or rush to fill the void, usually with words they didn't plan to share. Section 2: Details. Over-explaining to sound convincing. Some add timestamps that are too precise, as if memorized. On the other hand, a guilty person may suddenly lose pronouns, saying "went to the store" instead of "I went to the store," subconsciously detaching themselves from their own actions. Reputation is another red flag. When suspects echo the detective's words, "Did you kill her? Kill her? No, I didn't kill her." It's often is stall tactic, buying them seconds to think.
What name do you want me to call you? Because I've talked to the secretary, Jeremy, and he said I'm not even calling that wrong.
So many of the things Jonathan tell you, when you want to run my fingerprints through, they come up as Kimberly Lee Kessler. I was born in May of 1968, May 9th. I am 50 years old. I've been running from the FBI for over 25 years. I've been living under this particular alias since 1999.
Spill out more often when the brain is overloaded with juggling truth and fiction. Sometimes suspect even whisper answers, unconsciously shrinking their presence in the room. And when pressure builds too high, anger bursts out. A sudden defensive outcry that feels rehearsed more than real. Section 4: Psychological and Cognitive Size. Interrogation is as much a mental game as a physical one. A liar has to manage the truth, the lie, and the fear of being caught, all at once. This cognitive load creates cracks. One sign is speed. One suspect answer too quickly as if rehearsed, while others stumble over the simplest details because they only memorized the big picture. Memory inconsistencies creep in when detectives circle back hours later. The timeline shifts, small facts change, or names are forgotten. A psychologist also looks for projection. Guilty suspects often push blame onto others or play the victim themselves. Some hide behind morality. "I'm a good person, I would never do that." Others invoke religion, insisting that "God knows I didn't do it." And then there's humor. Nervous laughter, inappropriate jokes, even smiling when discussing tragedy. These are attempts to cope with the weight of the deception.
Yesterday, it was like a ghost town. Like, she wasn't here. Kids weren't here. I have no idea like where they went. Right now, you got K9 units, the sheriff's department. Everybody's like they're doing their best right now to figure out like if they can get a scent. If she wasn't here, like where did she go? Like once I got here, it was like, all right, who can I call? I called her 3 times, texted her about 3 times just to say, What's going on? Like, if she's vanished, like, I want her back so bad. I want those kids back so bad. Right now, I don't even want to just like throw anything out there. Like, I hope that she's somewhere safe right now and with the kids. Last night, I wanted that knock on the door. I wanted to see those kids running, just barrel rush me, just give me a hug and knock me on the ground. That's why last night was just horrible. I couldn't do it. I'm hoping that somebody sees something or somebody knows something and comes forward. Shanann, Bella, Celeste, if you're out there, just come back. Like, if somebody has her, just please bring her back. I need to see everybody. I need to see everybody again. This house is not complete without anybody here. Please bring her back.
Stays verbally calm. Their body might betray them in a split second. Good cop, bad cop isn't just a cliche. It works. The pressure of confrontation, followed by the relief of sympathy, wears people down. In that moment of vulnerability, lies crack open. Section 6. Real cases and examples. Take the case of Chris Watts. His calm, robotic answers during interviews contrasted with the emotional weight of the situation. His missing wife and children. His lack of genuine distress became one of the first giveaways. Casey Anthony, on the other hand, offered elaborate explanations filled with unnecessary detail, weaving stories that collapse under scrutiny. Jodi Arias shifted her narrative multiple times, each version designed to fit what police already knew. A classic sign of deception. And Scott Peterson's overly rehearsed calmness, coupled with rehearsed statements about being a good husband, rang hollow against the evidence piling up around him. Each of these cases shows how lies unravel, not in one dramatic confession, but in the small, telling cracks. At the end of the day, lies may start with words, but the truth always leaks through the body, the voice, and the mind. Detectives don't just listen. They watch, they wait, and they set traps that no liar can escape forever. So next time you watch a true crime unfold, pay attention. You might just see the exact moment a criminal gives themselves away. If you enjoy this deep dive into interrogation psychology, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more true crime breakdowns, and let me know in the comments which famous case you did like us to analyze next. Because in the interrogation room, the walls may not talk, but the suspect always do.